Hello, I'm CraigNotCreg and I worked in retail for over 7 years. So I'm going to get a bunch of different retail uniforms and throw them into this tier list. Why? Because I have way too much time on my hands. The tiers are from top to bottom: Slay Queen, looking good, not mad at it, do I have to, and burn it. Let's get our fashion on, shall we? Starting off with the place that tried to sue me once. It's very blue, isn't it? I don't think it's a hot take to say that I much preferred the old uniform, but even that one was a little bit glum. Overall though, I don't think it's awful. Not mad at it. Next up is Asda. Green! All of the green! The jackets don't look that bad because of the black, but those polo shirts. Oh boy. Walking around looking like Shrek's ballsack. Goes into do I have to. Next. Morrison's. Now during my research I found that apparently there's quite a variety of Morrison's uniform. Along with the green they also have these grey ones. And honestly, both are pretty great. The green is dark enough that it doesn't scald my retinas like the Asda one did, but also not too dark that it looks like a very ill frog. This one goes into looking good. Next up is Sainsbury's. It's freaking maroon! Whose idea was this? You haven't even added a bit of black to the jacket like Asda did. It's just all maroon. Burn it. Next, we have a bit of a reveal, because this is the place that I actually worked at for over 7 years. Home Bargains. I have actually already said this on my page before, but there are still people who think I worked at Tesco. It's hilarious to me. Now, I may be a little biased, but I think that this is a pretty solid uniform, especially when you compare it to the old one, which, again, was way too bright. What is it with retail companies with bright colours? Suppose they want to make the depression colourful. This one has just the right amount of blue, the red is a nice touch, and I didn't feel like an absolute tit when I wore it in public. It goes into looking good. And last up, we have Aldi. Now, this is a fucking work of art. Specifically these ones here, the polo shirts. Not sure about the long sleeves, but they look like something that I would just wear in my day-to-day life. You got a nice jacket too. These button-ups look really good because they're not a jarring colour. Just good decisions all round. Slay Queen. We ended with Aldi in the last video, so let's start with Lidl in this one. Now at first glance this one was pretty promising, but then I saw these bits on the side. They're just way too thick and I don't understand why they curve like that. Still though, it's not a terrible uniform, but it's nowhere near as good as Aldi's. It goes into not mad at it. Next up is Spar. The hats aren't part of the uniform, I'm assuming. This is pretty good. Nice black base colour with a few touches of red. It's a solid uniform, even if the jacket does have those bloody blocks on the side. My only gripe with it is that it is a little bit boring. And for that reason they're not quite slaying, but they are looking good. We're going to take a posh turn with the next one, with M&S. Marks and Spencer's. Who's Mark? Now I don't know why, but finding the uniform for this place was unnecessarily difficult. But after a few minutes of searching, this one seems to be the most common. And again, where's the colour? We had a problem with too much colour in the last video, now we don't have enough. I did find this picture too though, and well, you solved the colour issue. Do you know who they kind of look like? It's an okay uniform, not mad at it. Next, Iceland. I found 3 different uniforms for this place. This one, and this one. Why do you have 3 uniforms, Iceland? What do you think you are? Football team. They're all alright though. Although this one does look eerily similar to the Spar one. Got my eye on you, Iceland. Not mad at it. And finally, we have B&M. Burn. I don't think I need to explain why. B&M, more like burn and M. I'll leave. They do apparently have this uniform too, which is way better. But for the sake of the bit, I'm going to pretend that it doesn't exist. Burn it. That's right, today we're going to be throwing some uniforms from some popular American stores into the tier list. Let's do this, y'all. Starting off with the most popular store in America, Walmart. Now I'm assuming like every British person, when someone mentions Walmart, you instantly think of this blue vest. That would have gone straight into do I have to. But apparently they wear these vests now, which are way better. It goes into looking good. Unfortunately I can't in good conscience put it in Slay Queen, because it's a vest. Next up, we have Target. It's just red, innit? Absolutely no thought went into this. It was just our logo's red, so that's what our employees will wear. Which, come to think of it, I kind of respect. Still going into do I have to, though. I've just noticed the beige trousers. That's weird. Next is Home Depot, which as far as I'm aware is just American B&Q. And all they wear is an apron. That's it. That's apparently a uniform. What if someone approaches you from the back? How would they know? I do kind of like the idea of being able to wear my own clothes to work though. And if I ever don't want to be bothered by customers, I can just take it off. Yeah, you know what? I was wrong. This uniform's genius. Goes into looking good. Next up is Best Buy. Now I had a go at Target. So you're going to get the same treatment, Best Buy. It's just blue. At least Target had a reason to be just red. Your logo's yellow. Also, the beige trousers are back. Out here looking like a goddamn cult. I don't know why this one's made me so mad. Get in the do I have to with your beige trousered friends. And finally, we have 7-Eleven. Now, do you remember in the last video when I said the M&S uniform was unnecessarily hard to find? Oh, what I'd give to be back there. Because when it came to 7-Eleven, I found this green one with the stripe going across, this red one with the stripe going down, this red one with no stripes, this green and red one. Apparently they wear black too. Another red one, this time with white on it. And don't even ask me what the fuck this is. 7-Eleven. The fuck, bro? For the sake of the video, we're just going to use this one because it seems like the most common. And it goes into not mad at here. I don't even know anymore. And that's it. Want to know where your workplace uniform goes? Leave it in the comments and I'll let you know in a future video. I am never going to 7-Eleven. Like, ever.